Well, hello everyone, what is going on? It is TheAlmightyGeoff and we're here with episode 21 of Assassin's Creed Rogue. In the previous episode we finished up the last two areas in the fort, I always forget what it's called. So there's no point me even trying to remember. What was it? Fort Salile, there we go. We finished up the last two regions by clearing out the Rochelle du Renard plantation and also the St. Nicholas settlement. So we did everything in those two areas before we met with Colonel Monroe at Albany and helped him take down Kisagawase, but unfortunately Liam managed to get Monroe when we went there and has taken back the manuscript, I believe. So that's us with that, and we got taken back to New York, where we only have one little interaction left before we finish up the sequence. Now, in terms of off-screen stuff, I've nothing to show you, but I have actually managed to do quite a lot of pillaging. First of all, I managed to get all 5 men of war that I needed for the naval fleet, so we've maxed that out, and that in turn did a couple of challenges. And I've also managed to fully upgrade the Morrigan as far as it will go at the moment. Everything else is either locked behind. When it comes to upgrades to the appearance, it's either locked behind things that we haven't yet done, such as naval fleet missions or stuff like that. And everything that's for the actual upgrade to the ship itself is locked behind blueprints we don't yet currently own. So everything we can do is done, basically. So before we do that though, I want to show you off the next DLC outfit. This of course needs no introduction once again. This is the outfit worn by Ezio. I think this is the one he wore in Brotherhood. His outfits do differ quite a bit between the 3 games that he stars in. Obviously the first one is a bit good. The first one he wears in Assassin's Creed 2 is inherited from Giovanni. I think this one belongs to Machiavelli, but obviously became his, and then the Revelations one was a lot darker, it was like a black one. But I'll show you this, but I'm not going to be wearing it for the duration of the episode. In fact, we're probably going to spend quite a few... Shay's not going to get quite a lot of time this episode because we're going to be getting booted out to Abstergo. But due to the nature of what is coming up next, I am going to try and get something more fitting for someone who isn't an assassin anymore, basically. I feel like it'd be a bit weird going to that cutscene wearing one of the most prominent assassin's outfits. So what I'm going to do instead, although they all seem to be assassin related outfits, so I don't really want any of them. I guess we could just revert back to the regular outfit just for the sake of this episode.
I'm your most days, should you return.
And then we'll get back to wearing new outfits as the time comes. So, thankfully we can just, yeah, there we go. We can just fast travel back to Fort Arsenal for this last cutscene, really. Obviously we've actually finished the sequence. The game's recognised that. We have 100% in sequence 4, it's just we need to get this done before we can continue with the game. So, I figure we'll get this done now.
Do you swear to uphold the principles of our order? And all that for which we stand?
I do.
And never to share our secrets, nor divulge the true nature of our work?
I do.
And to do so from now until death, whatever the cost?
I do.
Then we welcome you into our fold, brother. You are now a Templar, harbinger of a new world. May the Father of Understanding guide us.
May the Father of Understanding guide us.
And there you go, that's all there is to that. Obviously a few familiar faces there, specifically from Assassin's Creed 3. We got Haytham, the absolute boy, back at it again. William Johnson, who we've already seen, and Charles Lee. I could just hear Connor scream from the window, "Where's Charles Lee?" He's in there, Connor. He's in front of us.
I'm starting to see why you're so interested in Shay Cormac.
Alright. Hello.
Shay has seen the true face of the world, and he has chosen his path accordingly. A similar choice will soon present itself to you.
Okay, thank you.
I did not think you'd get this far, but you seem to be on the right track. We still can't access the servers in the basement, but there's another one located at the top of the building near Melanie's office. That's your next stop.
Okay. Off to Melanie's office. Now I've got my old tablet tracker open, so we'll make sure to pick up all of them. And then I assume we're probably going to get another level of security clearance, which means there'll be more computers we can hack. Hopefully we can get it all done within this episode, and hopefully we can actually return to Shay by the end of the episode, but...
Could you stop by my office? We need to have a talk.
Well, I'm on my way, Melanie. Don't even worry about it. Okay, I think this is the first time we're on this floor in this game, at least. Obviously we came here a few times in Black Flag. So... Okay. I think, yeah, there it is. There's the tablet. This is number 15. So make sure you grab that before I head in. Xiao Yun, who you guys won't know yet, unless you watched Assassin's Creed Embers, which was that last mini-film detailing the end of Ezio's life. She was the student who Ezio reluctantly took on. But she will be a protagonist of a future Assassin's Creed game. Well, a sort of Assassin's Creed game. It's the first Chronicles game.
This office used to belong to a man named Olivier Garneau. He was my predecessor as Chief Creative Officer of Abstergo Entertainment. Otto Berg is a representative from our parent company, Abstergo Industries. He's showing you the true history of the world, just like they showed me. Olivier was kind, he was intelligent and passionate about our work, but a year ago, he caught a glimpse of this truth. They never found his body. This is not the way we normally bring people up to speed on these matters, but you've worked hard and are proving yourself, so I'm granting you level 2 security access. The servers on this floor should unlock more of Shay's memories.
Thank you, Melanie. So it actually ties in a weird spin-off, other than the fact that they're both produced by the same studio. I believe Olivier dies in Watch Dogs. I think he's killed by the protagonist of that game. I've never actually played Watch Dogs. I've played Watch Dogs 2, which is a bit weird, but I don't think they're actually tied together, those games. But I believe there's a mission in that where you end up killing Olivier Garneau, which puts Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed in the same universe. So, yes, Haytham Kenway, the boy. Okay, so there's tablet document number 6. Okay, that was at 12 out of 20. Yeah, we're not doing too shabby there, are we? Well, we're actually going to be leaving the Animus one, I think, only one more time after this. So we've only got 2 more tablets left. Just want to check that there are no computers on this floor. There doesn't appear to be. So, I mean, that could change when we're coming back, but we'll see.
Berg wants those servers up and running. Now.
I'm going. Jesus Christ, Violet. Chill out. Okay. The next tablet is actually also up here. It's within this room, apparently. I think. I just don't look at the map. Oh, hang on, it's in here. See, yes, there we go. I see you. There should be number 2. The Tragedy of Jacques de Molay. Okay, so this is another character we'll be introduced to, I think, in the next game. I think he briefly plays him in Assassin's Creed Unity, but I'm not 100% sure on that. If that's the right guy, I think it sounds like him. Alright, got another one of these. Okay. Okay. There you go. That's pretty easy. Well, I assume the ones related to the main story that you have to do are probably going to be a bit easier than the optional ones. What do we got?
François Macandal saved Baptiste from slavery and inducted him into his so-called brotherhood. Macandal was a vicious mentor, and in his desperate attempt to liberate slaves, he broke his own creed by indiscriminately killing nobles. Misguided as they are, some assassins are honorable. Macandal was not one of them. Thanks to the calculating genius of Madeleine de Lille, the Templars made an example of Macandal by way of public execution in 1758. His pathetic excuse for a brotherhood quickly fell apart. When his comrade and childhood friend Agathe fled to Louisiana, Baptiste saw the futility of his former life in Macandal's brotherhood. Madeleine saw Baptiste's potential and instructed her Templars in New Orleans to strike a deal with him. If he could draw Agathe out of hiding and eliminate him, he would be granted a place in the Templar Order. Although Baptiste was killed by the assassin Abelin de Campré, his path clearly demonstrates the inherent superiority of Templar ideals over assassin terrorism.
Sure thing, got so.
I've got your Animus ready and waiting.
She's very cheery sometimes and very moody at other times, isn't she, with Violet? Let's just check. Oh, yeah, my computer's opened up. Alright, we'll grab that before we go down. Don't know if there'll be anything new available in the downstairs lobby. I might just pop down just to see. But I'll do it with you first. Alright, what do we got? Oh, whoa. I don't know what's going on. Ah, there we go. Controller's having a mind of its own. Seems to be doing that a lot recently. It's going crazy.
The first civilization entity known as Juno re-emerged from the Grand Temple in New York in December 2012. Although no longer a corporeal being, she exists as a kind of digital consciousness somewhere in the Abstergo cloud. To accomplish her goals in the real world, Juno uses two types of people. The first is another precursor consciousness that emerges in a human being at random. This person is commonly known as a sage. Juno also holds sway over a group of disciples called the Instruments of the First Will, who believe it is humanity's natural role to serve the first civilization. Abstergo is currently using the First Will as a cheap and hands-off way of acquiring pieces of Eden and other relics. However, I suspect that the reverse is also true, that they are using our resources to locate objects that will help them further their own goals. I do not trust them, but for now, all I can do is have DaCosta monitor their activities. Juno's motives are unclear. Although she has made one attempt to possess a corporeal body, she appears to be more powerful as a digital entity. Agent DaCosta fears that should humanity ever achieve singularity, a fusion of humanity and machines, Juno would become unstoppable. Ironically, it is Abstergo itself which is driving civilization in that direction.
Okay. For a while there, I thought that sounded like Warren Vidic, but then like, well, he was dead before Juno got released because he died in AC3. The bastard. Okay. So I'll just pop down to the lobby because obviously we'll be finishing up on the Animus floor anyway.
I've got the next set of Shay's memories loaded up and ready to go.
Alright, okay.
We are nearly there.
know that you are aiding a worthy cause, even if you do not yet know what it is.
Level 3 and level 3. Yeah, okay. No problem. So we're done with those two floors. We're just going to clean up the Animus floor. And Rebecca and Sean just chilling out down here, so like, hey, give me your files and shit. Alrighty, Roo. Let's go to the Helix research floor. We'll get this wrapped up. Okay, so we definitely have some areas available. Down this way, presumably, because one of them is actually holding the other tablet that we need. Oh, yeah, there it is. So now we just gotta do a little hunt. I'll get the computer in a second, so I'll make sure I get the tablet first before I forget. Which I will. Right. Come on. Come out and play. Oh, there you are. I see you. Cheeky bastard. What have we got here? Number 5. Connor. We know who Connor is. Ratton get done. Alright. Sweet. Another computer over here. There you go. Beautiful.
Following the Great Purge of 2000, William Miles became the de facto leader of the Assassins. A cunning and ruthless strategist, he trained several agents who infiltrated Abstergo, including Clay Kazmarek and Lucy Stillman. In late 2012, I captured William Miles in Cairo and delivered him to Warren Vidic in Rome. Miles' son, Desmond, attacked Abstergo, killed Vidic and Master Templar Daniel Cross. He fled to a First Civilization temple in New York. On December 21st, Desmond Miles was killed inside the precursor structure. The grieving William Miles went underground and left the Brotherhood in the hands of Gavin Banks. Banks led a small team across the globe, attempting to rebuild assassin cells. We have confirmed sightings in Kyoto, Moscow, and Paris. Miles resurfaced in late 2013, and we have confirmed his involvement in the infiltration of Abstergo Entertainment Montreal by the assassins Sean Hastings and Rebecca Crane. Both Miles and Banks remain at large. Agent Acosta has tasked the Akashic satellite Plexus to sweep the planet for traces of assassin activities. We have yet to locate them.
Yeah, they'll be elusive. You ain't getting them, boys. Alright, got another one over here. Christ alive, that took forever. That was trial and error if ever I've seen it.
It is 4:26 on December 13, 2012. Debriefing of Sigma Team's Cairo operation. Debriefing conducted by Abstergo psychiatrist Tibor Hashek, Level 7, and Director of Operations Letitia England, Level 9. State your name and rank for the record.
Juhani Otzoberg, service number OP114-8506-B, Master Templar.
How would you classify the result of your Cairo mission, Master Berg?
I would call it a complete success. The new Sigma team performed admirably.
That's going a bit far, don't you think?
The target, William Miles, was apprehended and the First Civilization artifact was retrieved. Both were handed off to Warren Vidic without incident. May I ask how you would rate the mission?
We're pleased with the results, but not with the methods with which you achieved them.
I see. May I ask why?
You went off mission, You were supposed to apprehend the target at the airport, not at the museum.
When the target emerged from the plane, he was posing as a tour guide for a class of high school students on a field trip.
A member of Sigma team informed us you aborted the mission then and there.
I will not deny this, but tell me, who talked?
I cannot reveal that.
No matter, I will find out on my own. Back to business. The target was very smart, but also very sloppy.
Explain.
The target possessed advanced counter-surveillance techniques, but lacked the skill to implement them properly.
The target was trained as an assassin since birth.
I am aware. However, it has been many years since he was an active field agent. He must have been very desperate to go himself, as these days, he is more of a talker. A puppet master.
And what are you?
A predator.
A predator who defied orders because of the presence of some schoolgirls.
I prefer to think of myself as one who can choose the most opportune time to strike. The last time I followed orders to the letter was in Florence. That did not end well for anyone.
Was it that? Or did the students perhaps remind you of your daughter?
I separate my work and personal life completely.
Your daughter's recovery has been remarkable. I do hope her progress continues.
Please, don't.
I beg your pardon.
I find your attempt to threaten my child vulgar and unnecessary.
Explain.
Abstergo's pharmaceuticals have given my child a chance at a life free from pain. And I have at last found what I believe to be my calling in life.
And for that, we expect obedience.
For that you have my loyalty. The involvement of the children in Egypt compromised the original mission. Nothing more.
We already have one Master Templar that we can barely control. I don't like the idea of having two loose cannons out there.
With all due respect to Master Cross, while he is gifted, he is mentally disturbed.
We mean no disrespect, but after losing your team in Florence, we felt a need to keep a close eye on you.
I achieved all mission objectives, and achieved them without bloodshed. So my only question for you is, am I in command of Sigma team or not?
As you said, the results were impeccable.
Then I believe this meeting to be at an end. I request permission to leave.
Do you have something more important to do?
I am going to find out who among my team talked to you. I will not tolerate that kind of insubordination.
I think we can stop here.
The briefing ended at 4:34. Transcript to be sent to Alan Ricken for security clearance.
Oh. Not quite so happy-go-lucky times in Abstergo, is it? Okay, right. How many copies have we got left? We can't do those because they're level 3. So... best bet, if we can cross over to this way. Although I can see a 3. I assume that's it. So I assume that wire is also written off. Yep, then that was level 1. Okay. One last check with the security camera over on this end, although it seems to still be guarded. Yep. Okay. We've done everything that we can, and we still have a few minutes left. Awesome. At least it did take us over a couple of episodes like Black Flag.
What's happening?
Another glitch?
Same one as
Say no
before.
more.
Shay's back at Notre Dame.
See if you can complete the memory this time.
Ah, another corrupted memory. Interesting. Back in Paris.
Got it. Shay's in Paris, all right. I even got a date for you. 1776.
Look at that.
At this point in time,
Beautiful,
Franco is the American ambassador to France.
Ladies and gentlemen,
One
Miss
game
Johnson
later,
Bird,
that's gonna look
professional
even
killer and
better.
Amateur historian.
Right. Criminals with air assassinations. Can do, can do. Whilst I prefer Rogue in terms of actual story, I love the open world Paris in Assassin's Creed Unity. I'm really excited to re-explore that with you guys. Oh, I saw something over there.
What are you doing? I have no quarrel with you.
You
Uncultured swine! You should know!
Why didn't you do both of them? I don't get it. There you go. That's how you do it. You buffoon. Okay, apparently you have ammo I can loot. Fair dues. Hang on, I'll be with you in a second, Benny boy. 10 bullets, wow. Not too shabby. I wonder if there's any buried treasures in Perry.
Shay? Is that you? Ah, how long has it been? Where are my manners? Thank you, my friend, thank you. But what are you doing in Paris?
With all due respect, sir, this is no time to talk. You're still in danger.
Yes, I must return to my family.
Right. No, this is like an interception. Oh, come on, there's no way I'm supposed to be able to get that in time, is there? Okay, oh, Shay. Back it in, you're being silly. Ah, I see you. Oh, crap. What a maroon. Oh, where you running off to? Give me a word of warning before you run off. I feel like there's going to be an ambush.
Thank you, Shay. Please, wait for me. I just want to make sure my family is safe.
Oh, hello. Right. Oh, there's one guy there. Where'd you go? Hey! I'm not done with you. That guy's gotta be up there then, isn't he? Hello. Don't mind if I drop him. Alright, who else we got? Oh, guy down there. Zip. Oh, I think I just heard someone. Oh, I saw someone up there. I thought I just heard something go into a haystack. Oh, there's both of them. I'll get this guy first so he doesn't get alerted. Boom. Kiss me harder. Alright. Let's get a look. Okay, I think we fill up.
How did you do that? It was quite fortunate.
I make my own luck, Master Franklin, as I suspect you do.
Yes, indeed, my good fellow. Yet, without your assistance today... Well, you have my thanks, Shay. Is there anything I can do for you to repay you for this kindness?
Actually, there is. I need to meet a business acquaintance. I heard he would be at the Chateau de Versailles 2 days from now.
And they don't just let anyone inside the royal palace. Very well. I'll see what can be arranged.
Alright, cool. Memory. Okay. What a name. Catchy. Alright. That should boot us back out to
Keep trying to
Sequence
sequence memories
5.
out of order, which is why we're crashing like this.
What do you suggest?
If we progress further with Shay's life in the colonies, I'm confident we can get better results from these Paris memories.
Very well. Keep me informed.
Uploading the next memory sequence now.
Alright. There are actually only 2 memories in sequence 5, and then there are 5 in sequence 6, so yeah.
Shay Cormac, I hear you are the Templars' new don of precursor archaeology.
I'm no expert, sir. I just witnessed what the assassins can do with those damn sites.
I have spent years investigating precursor leads. Tell me what you have seen.
Well, I know both the assassins and Templars are looking for pieces of Eden. Powerful weapons, mind-controlling apples, but this time it's different. We haven't found an apple, but a tree. These temples hold the earth together like roots. Disturb them, and Haiti falls, or Lisbon, or any other place the manuscript shows.
And the assassins are blindly interfering with these structures?
Aye. And if we don't stop them, they'll continue destroying cities.
I see. We have intelligence of assassin activity near Louisburg Fortress. We'll be meeting with a Royal Navy officer, James Cook. He recently gained a commission that could be strategically valuable. Gist has the charts.
Very well. I'll depart shortly.
Colonel Monroe spoke highly of you, Shay. He was convinced you could become the best among us. I expect you will not disappoint.
I don't plan to, sir.
Okay, I think everyone stopped babbling now, which means I can wrap up the episode, because, oh man, it's cutscene after cutscene after cutscene now, isn't it? Okay, come on. I want to load up the progress tracker, even though it's not really going to make that much difference considering most of the stuff was modern day, but just with the longest loading screen now as well, don't we? There we go. I'm going to cut it before anyone interrupts me. Progress tracker. So we are now, well, we finished sequence 4 anyway, but we've got another incomplete memory with, yeah, that one. Help Franklin and he may be able to help you. So there we go. Nothing else will have changed there. Let's see. Database, no, I want to change it either.
Do you know why the Grand Ma...
No, I'm not interested. Come on, we need to wrap up. So that's where we're going to end it for today. Next time we're going to start working on some new regions. I believe we're working on another 2 areas in River Valley before we start up Memory 1 of Sequence 5. But before I wrap up, let me thank my amazing patrons. My £5 plus patrons are Ron Hyler, Everett the Snake and Andrew Corbyn. You can find links to their channels as well as my other £3 plus patrons in the description down below, and on screen you'll see credits on my £1 plus patrons. Thank you so much everyone, it's truly appreciated and it goes a long way to help the channel, so I do thank you a lot for that. And if you wish to join those patrons, you can follow the link in the description down below to my Patreon page, but you don't have to do that because at the end of the day, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to share the video. I'll see you guys in episode 22. Bye guys.